Everybody, welcome. We're going to start in about 1 minute. While you gather your things together, if you're ready, you can just sit quietly on your mat, take a few deep cleansing breaths. Otherwise, gather your things. I like to have 2 blocks with me when I do yoga. I'm sitting on a little meditation cushion as we begin. If you're finding yourself very tight, it's helpful to have a strap or a scarf or a belt, something that you can use to get yourself closer to your foot or whatever part it is you're leaning into. So, quick introduction. Welcome. Some of you know me and some of you don't. I'm Dr. Christine Bradstreet, and I've been my whole life in natural health and wellness and healing and spirituality, first as a chiropractor for a couple of decades, and now I'm a 500-hour yoga teacher trainer. So we're going to do yoga tonight together. I'm super excited about that. Thank you for joining me. Tonight we're getting twisted. We're going to do a lot of twisting poses, but gentle. You're not chasing sensation in these twisting poses. Just gentle twisting. As soon as you can feel the stretch or the pull, that's as far as you go. The goal is to help you be more flexible and limber and not strain something and cause yourself pain. So we are not twisting to the point of pain, just a gentle opening. Okay, have a seat on your mat. And we're going to start with a few cleansing breaths to transition from the workday to the yoga mat. And before we start, let's set an intention for today's practice. By the way, this is a 30-minute practice. Thank you for joining me. How appropriate. I have the perfect amount of time to do what I need to do. My day flows with ease. That's a thought or an affirmation from my book, Happy Ever After, which you can find at my website, christinebradstreet.com. Okay, so we're releasing any beliefs of limitations of time. Let's take a deep breath in, spine is tall, inhale, arms high. Gather good vibes between your hands and gently exhale as you lower your hands down to the area between your eyebrows and your heart. One more time, breathe in, stirring all those good vibes, gathering them up and bringing them down, the wisdom, the love, the joy from the universe. Let's start by loosening up the cervical spine. So spine is tall, right ear to right shoulder, just a little added pressure by the hand. You're not pulling on it, just a little tiny bit of extra pressure. Slow and steady breathing in through the nose, out through the nose or out through the mouth. Switch to the other side, left ear to left shoulder. I like to breathe in through the nose and then out through the mouth like I was blowing on hot tea, just a little gentle through pursed lips. When you breathe that way through pursed lips, it stimulates the vagus nerve, which is your rest and digest nerve. Switch to the right again. The vagus nerve, when stimulated, brings upon feelings of peace and groundedness. And it's the part of the nervous system. It's the biggest nerve. It feeds the whole digestive system. You don't digest well when you're in fight or flight. You digest when you're in a more restful mode. Over to the left one more time. We'll do a seated spinal twist. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, rotate over the right, twisting the whole spine. Just a little bit of a pull on the knee. Again, we're not pulling or twisting to a point of pain or discomfort. Just exercising your full range of motion. Inhale, arms high, return to center. Exhale, twist over the left. When we lose range of motion in the spine, we lose balance. Inhale, arms high, face center. Exhale, twist to the right. Particularly when you lose range of motion in your cervical spine or your neck, your body has millions of little sensors that give feedback back to the brain so that your body knows where it is in space. And it's called proprioception. And as we lose range of motion in the cervical spine, our proprioception decreases. Inhale, face forward. Exhale, twist to the left. And when our proprioception decreases, our balance becomes poor. Excellent. Return to center. We're going to go on hands and knees and do some cat-cow. So tabletop position. Inhale, drop the belly, raise the chin. Exhale, round forward. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, everything rounds forward. Go at your own pace. Take whatever little extra movements you want to take to stretch things out. Excellent. Now we're going to thread the needle. Right hand under your chin. Inhale, left hand under your chin, right hand high. Exhale as you thread that needle under the left arm. Right ear to mat. You're getting an opening in both shoulders and a spinal twist. Return to tabletop. Right hand under your face, left hand high. Inhale, exhale as you thread the needle under the right arm. Smile. I'm feeling a twist in my lumbar spine and hips, and even between the shoulder blades. That's an area that's not always so easy to open up. Maybe you've been told you have some arthritis in your spine, but I have good news for you. Arthritis doesn't cause pain. It's lack of function that causes the pain. So if the poor function, lack of function has caused your arthritis, then you might have pain with it. Okay, return to tabletop. And we are going to meet in a downward facing dog. So the most important thing for pain control with arthritis is joint movement. And that's where yoga can come in. So go ahead and join me. Why don't you join me in a high plank? And I will push back to a downward dog. Walk out your dog, bend your knees a little bit here. Now come forward again into your high plank. I'm going to do one of my favorites, the booty drop. Bring your right foot forward into a runner's lunge. Right hand is inside the right foot. Let's just open up the hips and groin here for a moment. I don't want you sinking into it. Your muscles are active. So you're squeezing your thigh muscles to the bones. Your core is always engaged. Pelvic floor is lifted. Now drop that left knee down to the mat. Flatten the toes out on your mat. And just give a little shift forward with your torso so it feels like you're dragging that back leg to really get an opener in the left front of the hip and thigh and groin. Now the booty drop. Bring your right foot inside, and you're going to continue to twist, twist, twist your left hip down to the mat. And you're looking over the right shoulder. I don't know if you caught that, but I almost did it the wrong way. Talk about twisting yourself into a pretzel. I'm feeling a spinal twist. I'm feeling a nice stretch in both hips. I'm gazing over my right shoulder, a nice twist to the cervical spine. Excellent. Unwind. Push yourself back into a downward facing dog. That's a nice reset for the spine. Believe it or not, downward facing dog is a resting position. And I will do the same on the other side. Left foot comes forward. The left hand is inside the left foot. Start with the knee off of the back knee off of the mat. And I'll drop the right knee to the mat. Turn those toes over. Inch your torso forward a tiny bit. So you kind of imagine that you're dragging that back leg, but it's stuck to the mat. It's not actually going anywhere. Really getting a good groin and hip flexor stretch here. And now we'll drop that booty. Bring the hand to the outside of the foot. Twist, twist, twist your right hip down to the mat. Look over your left shoulder. You might find it's easier to do this on one side than another. We often have slight imbalances in our spines or our hips or pelvises. But gradually, with doing yoga regularly, you'll even out those imbalances. Righty, unwind yourself from your booty drop, and we'll meet in a downward facing dog. Let's walk your hands and feet together. We'll take a nice forward fold. Keep whatever bend in the knees you need to be able to hinge from the hips. If you'd like, you can take ragdoll arms. Give yourself a little wiggle. Okay, gradually come into a halfway lift. Halfway lift, your spine is flat and extended long. And forward fold. Rise up to mountain pose. Just take a moment to appreciate good, strong mountain pose, good alignment. Your core is strong. You are rock solid. And we'll do 2 sun salutations. Go ahead and forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to mat. You can take your high plank to low, or if you'd like to, you can put your knees down to the mat. High plank to low. Take an up dog or a cobra. And now downward facing dog. Walk or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rise up, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to mat, high plank to low. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And downward facing dog. Walk or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Rise up, mountain pose. And exhale into chair. Booty is low. Toes are lifted. Arms are high. Elbows are turned in to be facing each other. And from here, we'll take a twist. Hands to prayer position. Twist to the right. Hook that elbow over your right knee. Gaze is over the right shoulder. Return to center, chair position. Inhale, think of lengthening the spine, but stay deep in your chair. Exhale, hands to heart, twist over the left. Steady breathing into the nose and out through the mouth. Return to center and exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to mat, high plank to low. Up dog and down dog. Inhale your right leg high. Bring it forward, rise up, warrior one. Take a minute to settle in deep. And hands to mat, high plank to low. Inhale up dog and exhale down. Inhale your left leg high. Bring it forward, rise up, warrior one. Shift your weight to the outer edge of each foot. Hands to mat, high plank to low. Inhale up dog, exhale down dog. Upper jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, mountain. Exhale, chair. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to mat, high plank to low. To up dog, to down dog. Right leg high. Bring it forward, rise up, warrior one. Lost my way. Warrior one. Now open up to warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Taking a little bit of a bind with my left arm. And now come forward into extended side angle. Reach for that front wall. Your one long line from your back foot all the way to the tips of your left fingers. Warrior two. Hands to mat, high plank to low. Inhale up dog. Exhale down dog. Left leg comes high. Bring it forward, rise up, warrior one. Open to warrior two. Check to make sure you're not breaking at the waist and coming forward. You squeeze between two panes of glass. Reverse your warrior. Take that arm bind if you like. And now come forward into extended side angle. Reaching as far as you can. I'm reaching forward with my hand. I'm actually reaching for the back wall with my foot. Come back to warrior two. And hands to mat, high plank to low. Inhale up dog. Exhale down dog. Let's take a child's pose with wide knees. Stretching forward with your fingertips. Rest your forehead on the mat. That wide leg child's pose is an excellent reset for the spine, particularly the lumbar spine. Okay, come on back up. We're going to meet again in a downward facing dog. Now walk or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rise up, mountain. Exhale, chair. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Now hands to mat, high plank to low. Inhale, up. Up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right leg high. Bring it forward. Rise up, warrior one. Open to warrior two. Now clasp your hands behind your back. Gaze goes up for a little mini back bend. And now with a long spine, hinge forward from the hips to bring your right shoulder inside the right knee. Humble warrior. Now push yourself back up to warrior two. Hands to mat, high plank to low. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down. Excuse me while I fix my mat here. Okay. Hop or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Rise up, mountain. Oh, guess what I did? This is the fun of YouTube Live. I skipped the left side. Maybe back in downward facing dog. Left leg high. Now bring it forward into warrior one. Hey, it's just like a live yoga class in a gym. Sometimes we skip a side. Open to warrior two. Don't want to leave the left side neglected though. Clasp hands behind your back using James Bond mudra. My hands clasped except for my pointer fingers. Inhale, mini back bend. Exhale, fold from the hip. Humble warrior. Rise up, warrior two. Hands to mat, high plank to low. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down. Take a moment in your down dog here just to catch your breath. Let's go ahead and walk to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, mountain pose. And now we're going to exhale and step back with the right foot into a crescent lunge. So my right heel is off the ground. The goal eventually is to get that front leg down to a 90-degree angle of the knee so your thigh is parallel with the floor. Spine is tall. Gaze is up. Now go ahead and bring hands to heart center. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist over that front leg. Exercising your core, your thighs, your balance. Feels so good. Okay, come on back to center. Exhale, hands to mat. High to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down. Hop or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, mountain. And now step back with the opposite. Step back with the left leg. Crescent lunge. Pushing with the heel to the back of the room. Front leg, front thigh, if possible, is parallel to the floor. Don't let your knee track over the toes, though. Make sure knee is over ankle. Hands to prayer position. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. All your muscles are engaged. Come out of your twist. And hands to mat. And come down onto your knees. Let's just take a moment to stretch out the toes and plantar fascia. I like to do this for a few seconds in each yoga practice. So many people have problems with their feet. We wear bad shoes. But feet don't need a lot to do what they're supposed to do. And this position might be very painful for you at first. And if it is, just come forward onto your fingertips. But in a pretty short amount of time, you'll be able to put your full weight on your toes like this. Excellent. Now come down to sit on your mat. And we're going to do a single leg forward fold. So my right leg is extended. Left is tucked in. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, hinging from the waist, forward fold. Aim your nose to your toes. I know it's not going to reach, but and then I like to grasp the outside, the pinky toe side of my foot, so that I get a little bit of a twist. Stretches out the side body just a bit. And here's a little handy trick with the blocks, if you like. You can put a block behind the foot and use that as you hinge forward. Chin to shin. Go ahead and ease yourself back up. So we started the practice with some breathing that would stimulate the vagus nerve. If you remember what that is, that vagus nerve is part of your parasympathetic nervous system, stimulates the rest and digest. Go ahead and inhale, tall spine. Exhale, forward fold over the left leg. Grab the foot, grab a block. When we fold our body forward, we're also stimulating the parasympathetic nervous system. So we're beginning and ending our practice today with some nice stimulation to the parasympathetic nervous system to leave you feeling rested but not sleepy, calm and grounded and strong. Because that's who you are in your core. All that other junk is just the ego. Go ahead and inch your way back up. We'll take a folded, seated, folded leg, forward fold. Go ahead and sit in a fold, cross-legged position. Cross-leg, forward fold. Inhale, spine is tall. Exhale, inch your way forward, hinging from the hips and the waist. Imagine that your breath is coming in and out of this area between your shoulder blades. See if you can't get a little bit of opening or expansion in that area that tends to be quite tight. Inch your way back up. Opposite legs. Inhale, spine is tall. Exhale, hinge forward. Walk your hands out in front of you. Go ahead and inch your hands back up. We'll end tonight's practice again in a seated position. And let's remind ourselves our affirmation today about time. I have the perfect amount of time to do what I need to do. My day flows with ease. Hold that in your thought. So thank you so much for being here today. I greatly appreciate it. Before you go, please be sure to subscribe. And if you hit the bell icon, you'll get notified ahead of time when I go live or when a new recorded video drops. I greatly appreciate it. And please share this with somebody that you think might enjoy it as well. Or next time you watch, share it with a friend. You can do it. You'll get together. Okay, let's all inhale our arms up high. Oh, like all those good vibes are so many. You can't fit them between your hands, but you're going to bring down as much as you can. Love and joy and peace and health and vibrancy from the universe. Let's just pause silently in a moment of gratitude. Thank your body for doing what it could do today and be grateful for the improvements that are going to happen as you practice yoga regularly. Have a good evening. Namaste, my friends.